Welcome back to 305 Fights Docu-Series. Here's a quick recap of last season before we jump into the new stuff. So before we prep for end of the week filming with American Top Team and Sunrise, we got to update the interns, do a quick radio spot, and interview the number 10 event champions on the podcast. Let's go.
Full studio arena in here with VIP. The bar was there. We have our mats because I teach also. I've been teaching martial arts. I've been doing martial arts for 50 years. I've been teaching for 40 years. Still teach. The fighters were on the other side. They came in through here, but this is our venue. This is where we have our event. The more you know, the more you're informed.
Yeah, I seen the pictures actually, and it looks different. It looks really good on the Instagram. I would think that. That's
this is on satellite. If you go, and which Ed was gonna make sure you're on there already. If you go to the app and you get the app in TV USA, you'll go on there and you'll see our app, 305 Fights TV. Right there. You go there. That is our digital channel. We have free channel, TV channel going on 24 hours a day. And then we have our premium where this is pay-per-view. We had a pay-per-view event. Our server is Amazon Prime, so it's worldwide. Our radio is Sirius XM, Spotify, and whatnot. Next door here is where the weigh-ins of the fighters was. Why am I telling you this? Because this is where the press conference of the fighters is. We film the weigh-ins. We film the weigh-ins. Or whatever. But the fighters actually stand in the back. The day before the event, we have our weigh-ins. We have our press conference. And like you see, this is a TV studio, so it helps out because we have lots of space.
So after the quick tour, we get ready for Cachita Latina Radio. But of course, we get to take pictures, and someone doesn't want to miss a photo op with the lovely ladies.
Esa plaza de toros donde quieren colgar los grandes, llevando esta frase, por supuesto, a las artes marciales mixtas.
Sí, ya nosotros estamos hablando con las personas aquí en Cachita Universal Studio, una asociación. Nosotros vamos a crear, la UFC tiene lo que sea un Apex Center. Nosotros vamos a tener un centro Apex aquí en Cachita con el 305, con la energía del 305 de Dade County. Thank you very much to you. Muchas gracias a ustedes, porque uno se vuelve más grande subiendo los hombros de los gigantes.
Será con Kelly.
So what?
De Lanza, no, de Carlos Lanza.
No te vayas a subir en los de Carlos porque vas a estar en un cumpleaños saltando sobre un colchón inflable.
Como me maltratan a mí aquí.
Now, we're off to Sunrise.
love to do? You see these old school guys here, still in here, giving the instructions, the workout. I was saying, everybody sees the finished product, but this is where the product is developed.
Absolutely, this is where the work's done.
Awesome. I saw you giving some pointers out on the striking and whatnot. I was telling the cameraman, they didn't know because they saw you here. I go, this is the gentleman that runs the weigh-ins also for the SK.
Sure.
These old school guys are involved in everything, in the sanctioning and whatnot. What is your social media?
Social media?
Yeah, yours?
I really don't have it.
Okay, if you want to get in contact,
If you want to get in contact with me, you go to ATT Sunrise,
ATT Sunrise.
right here, where we are right now.
Excellent. How do you see these young guys doing?
They're doing great. They're working hard. You know, every single day, training hard, getting better, improving, becoming better fighters, one step at a time. It's a process of becoming good.
How many years is this for you in here?
Well, let's see. I've been with Roger for about 20 years, actually. We've been together.
And how long have you been in the game of martial arts?
Oh, since I was 7 years old, so it's been 53 years.
53 years. This is what I love it. 53 years, and you see he's still sweating, still kicking. This is like an addiction, right?
It is. It's a
finishing with the pros.
Okay.
These are some of the amateurs coming up that I'd love to get matched up on 305 fights.
Yes, for sure.
You know,
and we love to have you. You guys are lucky to have the man here.
Yes. This guy, 2-0 amateur MMA. Awesome. So he's been with me, how long now? 6 months?
Relatively
Yeah,
sick.
so he's doing amazing. She's been with me since she was about this big. 15 or 16 now? 15. What's your kickboxing record? 2-2. Right? So 2-2 in kickboxing. So we'd like to get her a kickboxing match.
Excellent.
And then Jamari has a bunch of amateur kickboxing, but just getting into MMA. He's one of my, I trained him since he was a little boy.
Awesome.
I'm sure you've seen him work today. He works with like the professional team too.
Yeah.
He was in there giving a round to Ronnie Lawrence, who's making his UFC debut. So 1-0, Jamar? 1-0 in MMA. So,
Okay, yeah, let's get.
You want to do a little?
If I may
Yes,
get an
sir.
interview with you guys.
Yes.
Okay, 305 Fights with the Champions Rise 305, donde suben los campeones. We're here at American Top Team Sunrise with Sensei Roger Krahl. We are looking at all the diamonds that are polishing themselves in the future. We have some up-and-coming stars and the amateur MMA combat sports. Sir, what's your name?
Ryan Ocasio.
Ryan Ocasio.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
New York,
New York?
Yeah.
Ocasio. Where's the last name from?
Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Puerto Rico. Okay, we have the
Yeah.
Caribbean. We have Puerto Rico in the house. We have Cuba in the house. Let me ask you a question. Who or what inspired you to come in today, do the sparring, do the training?
Oh, so, being short, you're not the heavyweight, but Demetrius Johnson, Henry Cejudo, those 5'4",
Oh, wow.
they're scrappy.
Yeah.
Fighting against guys at 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, you've mentioned, legends, and they put in the time and energy and,
Yeah.
and the effort. And those are great examples, not only as martial artists, but as human beings, as people present, represent the art. We say respect and honor. We have that. Since Krahl has that, we have the same bow.
That Bushido code.
The yes,
Yes,
the Bushido code. We have a future female star, Tatiana. I'm actually talking to her, and I'm seeing the Holly Holmes and Rosa Brasi poster over there. I see her right in the poster already. What's your full name?
Tatiana Rivera.
Good, and she's a great example. She's been with Sensei Krahl and been training since how old?
South 7.
Since 7 years old. She's 15 now. She was training with a girl that is a UFC prospect. I mean, can you imagine? You see the talent that we have in the 305 of all these people that are going to rise? Because we say 305 is where the champions rise. Who or what right now that's a champion or a martial artist that has motivated or inspired you to train when you're tired, come in here with all these smelly, sweaty guys?
There's a lot. I would say Ronda Rousey is, whenever I watch her fights, it's a good fight. It's always a war. And I really enjoy watching the women's fight because it's very aggressive and it's a war. It's a dog fight.
Talk about fight. Talk about fighting. Young champion, young diamond in the rough. What's your name?
I'm Jamari Mcnichol.
Jamari Mcnichol. What's your weight class?
I fight 135.
135. I saw you training. You look good. Anything in particular you're working on?
Well, right now I'm working on my ground and my wrestling game because my striking is pretty much there.
Where are your people from? Where are you guys from?
Well, I was born and raised here, but my family's from Jamaica.
Jamaica, we got the Caribbean. Cuba, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, and the whole Caribbean. That's the 305, el Caribe, es las diferentes. You know, this variety in life is the spice of life. 305 Fights is where the champions rise. Fights with the champions rise in Dade County, American top team Sunrise, Cincinnati Roger Krahl. This is where the diamonds are polished. We are with royalty, a gentleman who just won the UFC Contender Series. UFC Contender Series winner.
I think Ronnie Lawrence is special. I think that this kid is special. He expects big things from himself. I expect even bigger things from him.
Contender Series winner. Tell me your name, sir.
Ronnie Lawrence.
The Heat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you see, Ronnie the Heat bringing the heat. What's the weight class?
135 bantamweight.
135 bantamweight. Thank you so much for the interview. Cheers. Excellent. So tell me, what's up and coming with you?
Fighting February 27th for the UFC. It's my debut. I'll be fighting Vince Cachita.
Awesome, debuting from the South Florida and the UFC. Let me ask you a question. What inspired you, or who inspired you, to do this all the way at this level and keep you going?
I mean, I come from like not a lot, so I had this thing in my head. I wanted to be like, I don't want to be nobody. I wanted to be somebody. Like I wanted to be more than what I come from. So I just every day, I want to do something special.
Footwork, something that I love. What's your social media handle? What's your information so people can follow you?
Oh, Ronnie the Heat on Instagram and Ronnie Lawrence on Facebook.
Excellent. He's coming up. He's representing South Florida, Dade County. Let's hit him up. Let's support him. Let's promote. Like we said, there's unity and power. We need to support each other, all the school, all the leagues. That's why we're out here. Thank you so much. Respect and honor, sir.
Thank you.
305 Fights is where the champions rise. 305, donde suben los campeones.
Even when we're working, Shen will always fit in his workout. Oh, he hasn't lost it. He's still got it.
Ahora le pongo más. There are fights where the champions rise, 305, donde surgen los campeones. How do you say in Portuguese, donde surgen los campeones, where champions rise?
De onde vêm os campeões.
De onde vienen los campeones. We have Brazilian combat sports royalty, 5 times Jiu-Jitsu champion. Your name is?
Thalita Alencar.
How do you say that again?
Thalita Alencar.
Thalita Alencar. Thank you so much for the interview.
You're welcome.
What is your social media?
My social media is Thalita Alencar BJJ.
Excellent. ¿Qué te motivó, te inspiró a entrar a artes marciales, a practicar, a ser campeona?
A minha família.
Oh, ok.
Sim, também porque as coisas em Brasil são um pouco difíceis. Se tu é um atleta, tu tem que vir para fora para treinar. É isso que me motivou para ser melhor todos os dias. Sei que eu tenho um futuro muito bueno pela frente e eu quero praticar esse futuro.
American Top Team Sunrise. Let's support all the schools, all the martial arts, all the athletes. There is union and poder. Hay poder en la unión. 305, donde suben los campeones. 305 Fights, where the champions rise.
So before we wrap up the day with Roger Krahl, we're going to talk to one of his prize amazing students, MMA UFC fighter Charles Rosa.
Thank you so much, sir. It's an honor. Elio, sir. Elio. 305 Fights, where the champions rise. 305, donde suben los campeones. You know that we're combat sports and entertainment. We are here with combat sports, mixed martial arts, talent and star. It's such an honor and a privilege. Can you tell everybody your social media, sir?
Yeah, for sure. You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Charles Rosa MMA, and you guys can check out my family charity, Chucky's Fight. It's a charity help dedicated to knockout substance abuse, so that's chuckysfight.com. So check it out, guys. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
I tell you that. How's the training going? Good?
Couldn't be better, man. I'm in the best shape I've ever been, the lightest I've ever been, the fastest I've ever been, and the most technical. So, you're gonna see the best version of me, and I can't go.
Yeah, I saw you in the cage. I don't want to give you secrets, but doing some explosive stuff. So you look explosive, working on the technical.
I'm training under Roger Krahl, Charles McCarthy, and man, I've never been more ready for a fight in my life.
Awesome. Give us information so we can promote that and help you in that.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yes,
Definitely,
sir.
guys, tune in February 20th.
All right, 305 Fights, 305, donde suben los campeones. Fights, where the champions rise. 305, donde suben los campeones. Today, I have the honor, the privilege, in being an American Top Team Sunrise with Sensei Roger Krahl, sir. Let me tell you, sir, thank you so much. It's such a privilege and honor. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Finally got to do it.
Right, long time.
I want to thank Cachita Universal Studios, NTV USA. We're on Sirius channel, I think 154. We're digital channel. Check us out. Let's support. Let me tell you all the reasons this is an honor for me.
Yes,
First of all, you're an old school guy.
Yes, sir.
Started in the martial arts. Still have started a
sir.
martial arts school.
Absolutely.
Still promote the martial arts.
Yes, sir.
I've been to this Sensei's kids class, and he's got the kids saying the message of the week. We have respect and honor on our shirt, so he's out there still teaching the virtues.
Yes, social media is ATT Sunrise MMA. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, American Top Team of Sunrise. So I'm going to be starting a new one as well. We have also a curriculum that we've been working the last couple of years called Mma Science.
Correct.
You've probably been seeing a little bit of it.
Yes.
We actually just wrote a book, and it's on Amazon. It's a bestseller under martial arts books. And it's really, what you kind of touched on, a curriculum for MMA.
Yes.
Where we came up as traditionalists, whether you did Chinese, Japanese, Okinawan, Korean, there was a system in place.
Yes.
Well, in MMA, there's really never been that.
Correct.
So now we've breaking everything down by stripe test, by belt level for the kids all the way up, using all of the striking, the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu for MMA. And most importantly, what you mentioned, part of the curriculum is the Bushido code, the warrior code, the respect, the student creed. This is something I teach. Before I teach a kid how to stand in a guard stance or throw a jab, I teach them, why we bow to the mat, why we stand in rest stance when sensei speaks, why you do that at home when mom and dad speak. And I know we're the same cloth. So this is something that I will always preach. Unfortunately, I'm sure you guys visit a lot of MMA gyms, you walk in and it's like a gym.
I was watching the gentleman from Lebanon, and he was doing some switches and I was saying, "Ooh, I like that."
Yes.
So what you said is true. In Spanish they say knowledge doesn't occupy space, and the basis of knowledge is self-knowledge.
Yes.
El conocimiento no ocupa espacio, y la base del conocimiento es el propio conocimiento, el autoconocimiento. Any shouts out, Sensei, Coach, to anybody out there, your team members, coaches?
Yeah, man, I just want to obviously shout out to my guys for UFC the next 2 weeks. We're going to bring home the W's and bring home some bonus money. I'm really pushing for this Mma Science, bringing a true curriculum to martial arts. I would love to come on the podcast, on the show. I'd love to come on with my partners, Dave Zitnick and Dr. Paul Gavoni. Super intelligent when it comes to, like I said, the science of teaching. Yes. And just the curriculum, I think, is amazing. We have schools in Canada, one in Australia, one in England, so we're already going pretty fast with growing it. But for me it's a community.
Yes,
we're all on the same team.
Yes.
Yeah, even though American Top Team sometimes fights Combat Club or the Hard Knocks 365 or Sanford MMA, to me it's all one community of people, from the amateur shows to the pro shows to all the promoters to all the fighters. And that's why Saturdays for going on 30 years, I have open mat.
Awesome job.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out ourselves to Cachita Universal Studios, NTV USA, Cachita Radio, Sirius XM 154, thrillfights.com. If you need any of this information, contact us. Again, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir, man.
My respect as a sensei, as combat sports and MMA royalty. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
305 Fights is where the champions rise. 305, donde surgen los campeones.